That would be why. Got to add myself to the stream. Hey there, Joe. How are you? How are you? I've just decided today is just one of those days. You know how you just gotta let loose because, shit's kind of bubbling up and bugging you. Got my list. I mean, honestly, this is nothing earth-shattering. There are so many worse problems than what I'm going to vent about. Hey there, Stoopies. How are you? But I just decided, you know what? I just need to talk to you guys and vent about some crap that's just irritating me. I mean, we all have those times when you just get, it's like, really? And I'm going to say, getting custody of 2 boys and getting a house, that's some stress, I mean, that is some stress, and that's part of it. So the first thing I'll start with, I guess, is, okay, I'll put a check mark. Like, look how official I am. Check. First thing to bitch about. Our damn brick. Our damn brick is not there. And other homes that were started after ours have brick. WTF. WTF is that. It really kind of just makes me upset. It's like, all these other homes are getting built. And, the one next to us that started after ours, now they already have their, electricity in there. It's not like the temporary thing that's like outside. I'm like, what? So I guess the brick that I chose is, I don't know. It takes, pixie dust and fairies and unicorns to poop or something. I don't know. I don't understand why my brick is the one that just doesn't show up, And last Saturday when we went down there, nothing had changed. Not even the shower head that needs to be installed by the Richdom. The Richdom is my husband's area. I dubbed it the Richdom. It's his domain. Don't even have that. I mean, nothing changed. But I was able to, still be there because I like going there. What can I say? It's like kind of fun. See, I'm even drinking an adult beverage and everything too. Hey there, Capri. How are you? How are you? You just had 4 cranky robots today. Oh, doesn't sound like much fun at all there, Joe. Not at all. Okay, so I bitched about my brick. Okay. Now, if you saw me post something about my knobs, it sounds so sexual when I say that. Oh, look at my knobs. Did you see them drawers? I mean, it sounds kind of weird when you just start talking about knobs and pulls. It just does. Anyway, so if you don't know the difference between a knob and a pull, a knob is one like a round thing, and a pull is like if it has like a little, thing kind of shaped like that. Well, if this is bent, which would be an arch-shaped one. It just depends on what it is, but they're knobs and pulls. My husband had no idea what I was talking about when I started going off about my knobs and pulls. And, I'm just so juvenile. I can't help but laugh at that because my mind just goes to weird places. Anyway, I've gotten in the ones for the master bath and for the Richdom bath because he has his own bath over there. Haven't gotten the ones in for the boys' bathroom yet. And those are super cute. They're little robot heads. They're so cute. And so I finally figured out what I'm going to do for the kitchen, the knobs and the pulls. And then there's a sale going on. I'm all about a sale. I mean, if I can save something, I'm all over that like a duck on a June bug, So I go and look because I'm still trying to go like, how many do I need of each? Because I'm trying to figure out where to put the knobs, where to put the pulls. And again, it's not earth-shattering, but these are just like little things that are important to me because I want our place to be, stunning. When somebody walks in, to know that care was taken for everything that was chosen and that it's all cohesive and goes together. That's why I'm doing my mood boards for each room and bringing the stuff together. I just can't help it. Ruby Ribbon. Ruby Ribbon. Oh my gosh. Where did Ruby Ribbon? That's a bra MLM. I don't know where that came from because I'm trying to follow and I can't follow you guys and think at the same time. Or were you talking about the knobs? I don't know. Delays always happen. I always expect delays. If you build, if you do a reno, whatever, there are going to be delays. I used to design custom area rugs for interior designers. So, I mean, I'm very familiar. Like there's always going to be delays. But it still irritates me that I see other people are coming along and we're not. It's like, what the hell? It's just a bit irritating. So anyway, back to my knobs and pulls for the kitchen. And I guess they're the beaded ones or the arched ones. Those are in, but the knobs that I want that I finally, figured out what I'm going to do. No, they're all out of stock now. Not a knob to be found that I want. And you know what? I'm just going to good thing I planned in advance. Hi, Chalupa. Because, they will come back in stock. It's not like, they will never come back again. But I was all ready to order because there's a sale. And I guess that's what other people did too, is that they were like, oh, it's on sale. Let me go and get a bunch of these suckers. And so I couldn't get my knobs and pulls. Chalupa wants to say hi. Come here, baby. He's such a mama's boy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. My chunky monkey. Hi. Hi, baby. And now Tamale came over here too. So he has to be up here, don't you? You're something else. Okay, so that's something else for me to just gripe about that, about my knobs and pulls on sale, and I can't get them. Oh, here's another thing. This really irritates the stink out of me. Okay, raise your hand or do an emoji, do something in chat. I don't know what you want to put, there, but have you ever ordered something from Amazon? And you get the little message of like, your package has been delivered. And then your little happy ass goes, to your front door, to wherever your mailbox is and everything. And there's not a damn box there. Has that ever happened to you? Because this weekend I ordered for my stepsons. See, this is what I'm doing is I know that one loves purple, one loves orange. And I am going to do a mood board for their bathroom, because I'm like combining the colors. So it's kind of like a rainbow type thing. And so they already are going to have like, all right, the orange towels, you know who you are. Purple towels, you know who you are. So I'm kind of doing that to lessen any kind of like, that's not mine kind of a thing. Well, oh my goodness. So they were supposed to deliver me some more because, you need more than just 2 towels. I wanted them to have at least, 4 each. And then also the eldest son, he doesn't have pillows. Like, to sleep on. He's like using a couch pillow or something like a couch cushion. I don't know. I don't understand. Chalupa, you're going to have to get down. But I know you're so cute and everything. Oh, goodness. And so anyway, I ordered him some pillows, 2 pillows. I figured, one to put the sham on, which he probably has no idea what a sham is. And the other one, for the one that you sleep on. And if he wants to use both of them, then he's going to have to put the sham on it, like when guests comes over. That's just how it is, because that will be my expectation. And, can't have it any other way because things have to look good. Things just have to look good. They do know that I'm upset. Chalupa especially. Oh, you want to show the knobs and put the I can show you. Let me see. Let me get my mood board and I'll show you what they look like. I posted it yesterday. Okay. Good gravy, Marie. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, where should I move it over here? I'm going to move it over there. As I just talk to myself. Do you guys hear any little click clicks? Because the little click clicks is Miss Tamale Wally Doodle all the day. She's over there just a dancing and a prancing. Dancing and a prancing. That's what she's doing. Right, Chalupa Poopa? Chalupa da Poopa? Who da Poopa? Who's the Poopa? Who's the Poopa? Oh, you're the Poopa? You're the Poopa? He has to howl when I ask him who's the Poopa. Oh, I snorted too. Y'all just get a real treat. So, okay. So these are the knobs that I want. And here are the pulls. And they are oil rubbed brass. So the brass color kind of comes through. It peeks through, but it's also dark too. And this light fixture that I'm going to get at some point, it's also oil rubbed brass. So it will, like cohesive and go together. And I'm kind of thinking these are the counter stools that I'm going to want. And I already have like the shaker white And then, you know, like this backsplash, that's up. So this is what I'm doing, my mood boards for each room. So I can actually see, all right, is what I'm seeing in my head, what is it going to look like when I put the crap together? You know, that's basically what I'm doing. And I'll show you guys, I'll show you my living room mood board too. Okay. All right. This couch over here is from IKEA. And we bought a couch. I mean, this is 2 moves ago when we thought we were going to be in this townhome for a long time. But no, a year later, we're told we have to move because they want to sell the place. So this is I think it's called Kivik. So we have the love seat and the couch. And, you know, it's pretty big. But I'm thinking, because I have a dark gray on it, I want to go tan. I want to have a more neutral. Just because of the shape of the room, I think the dark gray will make it look smaller, even though it's still a big room, because the living room, the kitchen, and the dining area, they're like it's one great big enormous room. But I'm going to, like, you're going to be able to see which is which, if that makes sense. Okay, now this table right here, this is not exactly what I have, but this is, I guess it could be country French or French provincial. But my mother had this style of furniture, and I have the only 2 pieces of her furniture that are left, and they need to be refinished big time. They're in this same style, but they have, you know, their cabinets, and they have like this granite thing that goes on top. They're really pretty, but they really need to be refinished. So I just put that up there because it's kind of like what she had. Sunburst clock. This is the one that looks the most like the one that my mother had. All of my mother's furniture was destroyed in Hurricane Harvey. And I mean, literally, it was just like, because the water went up past the roof, and it was being stored in LaGrange, Texas, which is about an hour and a half or so west of Houston. It's in between, it's in between Austin and Columbus. And I know you don't know where Columbus, Texas is, but anyway, it was in LaGrange. If you've ever heard of the best little whorehouse in Texas, that was all about LaGrange, the chicken ranch. Lived there for a while. So anyway, I want to get this Sunburst. And then this is a mid-century modern piece. And there is a store here in Houston called Mid-Modern. And so I've gone there and looked at it. And that's what I want to get for it. And then I wanted to do like a pop of color. I want blues and reds, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. And so I really like this rug. And also this feels like it's going to be a rugged rug. Yeah, it is. It does have the 60s vibe. And it's like, yeah, mid-century modern. That's just what I'm drawn to. And it's very popular right now. And these, I already had the pillows, but you know, IKEA, how you can get the like little pillow covering things. So I'm thinking, okay, I want to get this. And I really like this lamp here a lot, but I don't know if I want to go with something more neutral or if I want to go, you know, like with this kind of a lamp or something. Yes, that is what that ZZ Top song is about, LaGrange. Yes, it's about the chicken ranch. It's about a whorehouse. That's exactly what it's about. And then this piece over here, my husband collects vinyl, and I'm very fortunate that, you know, he gets vinyl that I like too, because he knows, you know, artists that I really like. I'm really excited that he got some Nina Hagen. He never knew about Nina until I told him about her. And so we want to be able to have, you know, that out because we have a record player, and so it would be on top of this. So this is kind of like the living room vibe. And what we're doing, we have a very, very long hall when you walk in, and we have some movie posters that are going to be there. Right now, we're going to do, have you ever heard of the movie Rope? It's a Hitchcock movie. Most people have not heard of Rope. It's phenomenal. We have Rope, Amadeus, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and A Clockwork Orange. And our plan is to get more movie posters and then change it out periodically and just have like different things there. But at least have these 4 big movie posters. And in the entry, which, and this light fixture is out too. Okay. This right here is the light fixture that I want to get for the entryway. And there's a wall there that has kind of like, you know, it folds in a little bit. There's like a little cubby kind of a thing. And so we're going to put different pictures of musicians, bands that we like there. And so we're going to have, music and then movies as you're walking into the entire house. That's kind of the idea. So, and I'm very excited about it. Can you tell? I mean, because I'm sitting here spending all this time looking at all these places and figuring out, the stuff that I want, which when we move in, I'm not going to have all this stuff in place. It's going to take time to get it together, but I like to plan in advance, And I'm very excited that I will be able to put my doll collection on display. I have Madame Alexander dolls from when I was little, and I've started collecting Barbies, the Barbies that I had when I was little, that I'm going to put them in what I've been using as a China hutch. And now my mom's stuff, what is left of it, what survived Hurricane Harvey, I'm going to be able to put that somewhere else because we have like a buttload of cabinets in this kitchen. Okay, that song makes so much more sense now. I'm so glad I could, enlighten you on that. Oh, thank you for saying that you think the decor has a lot of personality. Yeah, I'm just kind of going with what feels good. And that it's fun putting it all together and seeing it. Oh, this is one of the things that I'm thinking of getting for the boys' bathroom. Because I've been, working on that as well. Okay, so that was some fun stuff. But anyway, the Amazon package, it did not arrive, but it said that it did. And it's like, but I don't have the towels and I don't have the pillows. And so now that's something else that I have to take care of. And I mean, quite frankly, that is just such a pain in the butt, when something just doesn't arrive. It really is. So I've got to do that. What else? Oh, here's something that irritates me. Okay, raise your hand. If you get direct deposit, you don't get like a pay stub where you see everything. I mean, back in the day, you used to get those, and I did get them. Oh my gosh, you've been to Gillies? Oh yeah, they tore it down. Oh, my friend, well, I call her Snuggles. She and I both call each other Snuggles. She was in the movie Gillies, and she was drunk. She was an extra. Anywho, what was I talking about? Crap. Oh, okay. The pay stub. So now, the loan officer is asking us for more crap because as we're going through this process, every now and then they're like, we got to see 2 months of your bank statements and we need this and we need that. Can you pee in a cup and can you juggle for me? All of this stuff. So I told my husband today, I'm like, look, I don't want to go through this crap again. We're just buying one home and that's it. I don't want to have to go through this again because it's annoying. So anyway, I mean, I have direct deposit, and I don't get no damn pay stub. So it's like, now I've got to figure out, well, where is that? And this is the thing that bugs me. Where I work, I love my team and everything, but there's always a but. Everything is like electronic. Like, there's not someone you can call up in HR and be like, hey, got a question. No, you have to submit a ticket electronically. And that just pisses me right on off. It's like, I just want to talk to a person because then you get a response like, we'll get back to you in 48 hours. And I'm like, good gravy, Marie. If I could call Marsha would just tell me what I need to know. Why can't I just call Marsha and talk to her? I'm making up a name. I don't know if anybody there's name is Marsha, but that just came to my mind. But, I just want to talk to a person. I have a simple question. Why do I have to do this bullshit of this electronic ticket for a simple question of how do I get this? Where is this? How, do you have it? Can you send it to me? Do I have to sign up for something? Where is this magical pay stub? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I found out we have ADP too. So now I had to go create that account because I actually had an account that was tied to something else. And it's like, holy crap. It's like, just jumping over stupid hurdles for every damn thing. And it's like, is it really that necessary to make everybody's life that complex? Can't we just, make it a little bit simpler? Maybe 2 minutes. You used, I took a picture of my W-2 and my husband's W-2. Like from our taxes and stuff. And apparently, I guess that just wasn't good enough. It's like, it is what it is, but okay, whatever, It was a nightmare trying a night. Yes, Laura Lee. I mean, exactly. It's a nightmare trying to get all that stuff because it's like, we already have our days filled with what we need to do. And then they just throw a little curveball at you. And it's like, I swear, they're just like, okay, let's see, we need this now. Let's see how long is it going to take them to figure this one out. I mean, I feel like there's somebody sitting somewhere keeping score and just laughing at the insanity of it. That's, because, if I could, I would, I mean, that would be entertaining. Let's see if we just make them all run around. Okay. So I bitched about that. Okay. I have not had a cider in weeks. This tastes really, really good. And right now, one of my colleagues, and I love her to pieces, she's a sweetie pie. She is in Hawaii. I mean, get out. Girlfriend is in Hawaii. So I am taking over her project. And I get like these requests that come in. And I'm like, I have no idea how to do that. That's not anything that anybody ever showed me. So I'm figuring it out because, I do have a brain and stuff, but it's just like, you have that expectation, like it's not going to be something where you feel stressed. And I already feel stressed with the brick, with the kids, with the this, with the that, with the house and everything else. So anything that's added is like, it just kind of amplifies, it's like my anxiety just starts going, it just feels like, I don't know. I feel extra anxious, extra nervous and stuff. And it's not like, again, these things are not like, earth shattering and horrible, but it's just feeling very overwhelming at times. And, and I can't control that. I don't know if you guys ever had that feeling like you feel like you're just choking or you just feel like you can't breathe. But I mean, I start almost feeling like I'm having a panic attack as I'm dealing with these things because there's only just so much stress I could take at one particular time. So, yeah, so I'm doing that too. And then today I got someone else, and I'm happy to do it, who needs me to review all their documents before they send them over to our QA team. And I do that for a lot of people. It's like, okay, there's just one more thing. Meanwhile, I'm trying to promote the conference that's coming up, which I have not been able to practice what I am going to say on Saturday. I mean, I kind of have it scripted out, and that's the thing. I'm used to being able to read my script. And when I screw up, because I screw up all the live long day as I'm recording shit, because I can't just write it and then remember everything. And I don't have a teleprompt. That's why you don't see me on screen. I don't have a teleprompt. And if I sat there and I was on screen for everything, it would take me like 5 hours to do a recording. As it stands, it takes me well over an hour, and then you got to edit everything. Just wing it. I probably will. I should probably get drunk or something, Oh my gosh. I do not smoke joints. I cannot stand the way pot smells. It smells like skunk to me. I used to get stoned a lot back in the day. Now I was like, the last time I got stoned, oh my God, I felt awful. Xanax, now I could go for that. That could calm me down. I think I need some. All right. So, yeah. So I haven't been able to practice for the conference, although I know what I'm going to say, because if you've been around, now raise your hand, boys and girls, if you have been around and heard me talk about the brobots from Canada. Raise your hand if you're familiar with the brobots. Because, here's the thing. This is back when I barely had 1,000 subscribers. I think I had just barely gotten, monetized and everything. And my first video that I did on them, they got a little bent out of shape, and they have never stopped being bent out of shape because I've exposed their whole thing. And I mean, the video didn't even have 2,000 views on it, and so they came at me. And so it's going to be that story because it's been an ongoing battle with these brobots. But the thing is, because the way they acted, I'm like, well, what you hiding? You're getting all twisted over a tiny ass channel doing a video about you. Really? All twisted. wanting to, sending mobs to dislike it. Great. Go ahead. Give me more engagement. Leave horrific comments to me, because they're all undue influence. What can I say? And I'm like, what's going on here? And then finally they had it taken down because there was a privacy claim. Somebody who was a public figure. I'm a public figure, it's not like anybody really knows who I am, but I put myself out there on social media, on YouTube. I'm a public figure. And so if somebody did a video about me and I'm like, privacy, because these robots, they do a webinar every Tuesday and every Thursday. They've changed it up since I exposed their entire little scheme, which I'm going to do another video on them because I have a webinar recorded that they did, which I'm going to react to because why not? It's also janky, It's so flippin' janky and it's painful to do. But anyway, so my entire presentation is going to be about what I've gone through with them and also some other group. They're all connected to a NAGIC. That they came at me to. It's been privacy. It's been copyright. It's been cease and desist. It's been, threatened with lawsuits. It's the mob attacks. Oh my gosh. One person left a review on my Facebook page that I'm a scam. How in the hell am I a scam? When I'm just shining a light and using your own material of what you have out there. How is it that I'm the scam? That was like one of the most bizarre things. It's like, okay. Maybe you need to hold that mirror up to yourself. Just saying. Now I've got to put this on. Absolutely cult mentality. Absolutely. They are, AJ, they are so ridiculous. They're beyond ridiculous. But, that tells me that they're upset, And also, I have somebody else that I'm going to interview that has been part of their dream team. So I already did one interview with someone because people have been damaged from what they're doing. Okay, picture this. Can you imagine doing the same damn webinar every Tuesday and every Thursday? And I started, making videos on them in 2019. Here we are 2 years later, nearly 3 years later, and you're doing the same crap. Please. Just kill me if that was the case. Like, I would not want to be doing that, giving that same spiel every Tuesday and Thursday. I just wouldn't want to do it. It's one thing, like if you're a teacher, and AJ, you're a teacher, you teach the same content, but you can change it up and like do different projects and do different things. It's different, but they're literally trying to draw people in using the same concepts that they did 2 years ago. Well, how is that working out for all these damn people that are paying $149 for their janky ass course and then having to run Facebook ads? Because now there's more competition than ever in Facebook. And it's all these stinking people that are involved with, MLM in some way. And once you take their coaching call, you can't get your $149 back. But you don't see the full thing until you pay the $149. But you don't even really know what you're getting for $149. It's not until you take the coaching call that you find out it's a NAGIC and you can spend $5,000 for this stupid water filtration device or $10,000 for the trifecta. That sounds like such a good plan to me. I have no words. So anyway, my entire thing on Saturday is going to be about their jank. As much as they did not want somebody to talk about them, now I've talked about them more than I ever planned on it because of how they behaved, which brings me to today. Who here watches Monica Hayworth? Because Monica got a privacy claim and she's like, didn't those Canadian robots? I'm like, yep, sure did. And with the privacy claim, this is what pisses me off about the privacy claim is that, YouTube gets so afraid. They're like, oh, privacy. Because they look at, okay, did you use their name, voice, image? Did you leave, anything that was revealing? And all of the things that I've used, and I know that Monica has used, no, nobody is going to be able to go and find these people, but they claim privacy and YouTube kowtowed to that. And my video was removed. So it's really, oh, you love you some Monica. Me too. She is my YouTube bestie. She is just a sweetie pie. And so that happened to her. And then so she's asking me, well, what about the blur tool in YouTube Studio? I'm like, yeah, I'll blur that out. That's why I cover up people's faces for the most part, or I blur them, or I put, an emoji on top of them, is because of this. First thing, when I first really started in YouTube, somebody making a privacy complaint. I want my stuff to stay out there. And the only way to do it is you got to be kind of like proactive. So recently, I don't know if you saw my video that I did today about the Cookie Monster. And she is ripping people off. She's with Kayani. And I did 2 videos about Kayani early on in 2019 when I started doing the YouTube stuff. And what she is doing is going after very young Filipinos. And I did another one on this other guy, Michael Medina. He's doing the same. He's got this whole other jank, but they're both connected to Kayani. And so my friend Elaine, and oh my gosh, and you should check out her channel, which I cannot think of what it's called, but hold on. Talk amongst yourselves, and I'll tell you what Elaine's channel is, because I can't ever remember anything, Are you like that? Can you just not remember Jack? Shit nor shinola, because that's me all the time. It's like I lose where I'm going with everything. It's like I go down all these rabbit holes. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What is the name of her channel? I'll find it by looking up something. Oh, it's very easy to look up who we both did videos about. Cookie Clemente. That's her name, Cookie Clemente. And so she is real choice. So what I did is I took the Cookie Monster and I used it. And I'm like, just so you know which monster I'm talking about. So you got to be kind of clever, when all of this stuff is going on, because they will come at you. And it's like, why are you so worried about it? If you're not doing anything bad, why are you so twisted about it? That is like, it's showing a picture of me, and it's like, it is just horrible looking. I look like a freak, but honestly, I don't care. Okay. She is, is it going to come up? Okay. Let me put in another name. Should probably react to some of Cookie's webinars too, which I might have to really blur it and maybe put the lying face emoji on top of her or something, because, being sensitive. That's what I say about those robots, about how sensitive they are. They're so sensitive about anybody seeing their faces, They don't want anybody to know who they are, but yet they want to go do all these webinars and do all this stuff on social media. But, anybody talk about them, just so sensitive. So very sensitive. Let me look up Michael Medina. He's with he created Zapfire, and all it is a third-party, garbage, products that he sold to students. Michael Medina. Let's see, does it come up? So if you haven't seen those videos, I got homework to do. Just saying. What? Okay, why is her stuff not coming up? Well, she and I are going to do a live stream together. Maybe it's in, because I'm just subscribed to her, right? And I'll tell you, I'll put a link there if I can find it. Because this was just spur of the moment. I'm going to come on here and bitch about stuff. So that's what you're getting from me is, me bitching about stuff. Total freestyle. Where is it? Oh, and I found something great to go to sleep by. Also, why can't I not find what it is? I'll have to put it in my community tab. I'll do that, and what Elaine's channel is called, because Elaine is just phenomenal. And so she speaks Tagalog. I think that's how you say it. That's how the language for Filipinos. I don't. So she's able to, really go into that stuff, because the Philippines is really being pummeled with scams and MLMs, So that's that. Okay, back to here. Hey, Laura B, how are you? Hey, Carrie. Oh, thank you very much, Carrie, for the good luck. Okay. So the privacy and copyright. I mean, these people who are public figures claiming privacy, they just need to go sit down, honestly. That's why we as creators, we have got to be one step ahead of them and do something so that they can't be all, twisted about it. Now, I'll use Cookie's face on the thumbnail all the live long day because that goes away real quick. You can't come at me for me putting it on a damn thumbnail, as far as I know. There you go. Okay. Now, this is something that's irritating the stink out of me, are the MLM lies. And I'm going to share something with you, but somebody on Instagram, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or not, but you should. And it's not like I post a lot over there, but I do let people know usually most of the time when I have a video come out, and I'll post just different things in my stories. And sometimes I'll post things over there. Anyway, you should check it out. Because I hang out over there. That's one place where I can show like a little bit more behind the scenes kind of stuff. And I've got to get better at that. But really, I've just got so much going on. There's just so much I can do. I mean, people who can do all that stuff, be everywhere, my hat, take it off, because yeah, your girl, I'm doing good to get my videos up. That's what I can say, is I do good with that. Exactly. If they want privacy, don't post everything. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay. So somebody sent me this thing of Ray Higdon. Now, you may or may not have seen any of the videos I've done about Mr. Higdon, but he's one of these MLM coachy kind of people. And he has rank makers. So, it's really a cult following, everything that he does. But he did something, I guess he did it on the TikTok. And he's like being an anti-MLMer. And about it, he's like, "Ooh, I hate MLMers. I hate MLMers." And the thing is that we don't hate the people who join MLMs. The structure of the companies that they join is something we have a problem with, because most people are not making money. And for him to go on this jag that he did today, because it was like, he's doing these two different characters, and he's supposed to be doing this mother of like, well, maybe if you post things about what you like instead of things that you don't like. And he's just, calling us a bunch of haters. It's like, I would say the people who are in anti-MLM making content are some of the most loving and caring people that I know, because they are concerned about other people and whether or not these people may be taken advantage of by these opportunities. But of course, he's going to have to say we're haters, because that's all that they have to stand on. It's just to say that, do I look like I am just hating on everything? It cracks me up when people are like, oh, got a hater here. No, it's the structure. And it's, when you do the math, pretty simple to see, just saying. So he did that, and that really irritated me. Now, this is what I wanted to share with you. I want to say it was a couple of months ago, Bill Keep did an article on Seeking Alpha. And in this article, I think I posted it on my community tab at the time when it was published. And what he did was he used the numbers from the DSA, the Direct Selling Association, to show that over time, direct selling association, direct sellers, multi-level marketing, social sellers, whatever the hell you want to call them, is that they're losing in terms of their sales. Like regular retail sales are going up of products that are not MLM, but when it comes to MLM products, it's getting harder for them to sell them. And so that's why we need to keep talking about this stuff, because nobody needs to go buy any of that stuff. There's always a dupe, It may take you a minute to find it, but somebody's going to know a dupe for whatever product. And some of these people, they do an MLM thing, but then they have something else in a store like Color Street. I want to say it's Inaco, or it starts with an I, where you can get the same kind of wrap things like at Walmart or something than you can Color Street. So why would you do Color Street? And you get like a fraction of the price. I don't get the nail wrap things anyway. And I never paint my my nails. I always just buff them, because I'm just too hard on them. Too hard with everything. So I'm going to share this with you, because this is something else that I think really shows that they're all lying. They're just big fat liars about like, we're doing so well. We're just making all the money. Really? So I'm going to go from the bottom up. Now, if you have not watched my video about Ted Newton, he's part of my Notorious series. He is the man behind the website Business for Home. Business for Home is a place for MLM companies and distributors to attempt to make it look like whatever they're doing is legit. They're basically paying him off to do it. And the video I did on him talks about that, talks about all the jank he was involved in. He and his wife were part of VEMA. VEMA was taken down for being a pyramid scheme. A little backstory there. But see, got some more homework. Got another video to go watch because my videos in Notorious series, nobody watches them, even though I researched my ass off, but nobody gives a shit about them because it's not drama. Sally Hansen nail strips. Oh, yeah. Sell anything. So work with food. I'm not. You're not big on it. Yeah. I said because I'm on the computer all the time. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to share my screen with you guys again. So this is from Business for Home. And I found this when I was researching a video that I got the script written, got my noodle, got to fix it. That hopefully I'll be able to record between now and Sunday so I can release it for next week. But I was doing a deep dive into a particular company. And I just happened to stumble across this at Business for Home. And I wanted to share it with you because it's janky. You know, what can I say? It's janky. Okay, I'm trying to do share screen. Share screen, Alonda. Okay, I'm going here. All right. Oh, you love the research videos? Oh, I love doing research. I mean, honestly, if I could be a full-time student and do research on shit and write papers, I would. I mean, if they would pay me just to write papers and stuff. I love doing research. I mean, I'm just like neurotic, but like I just love it. I love walking into a library because I just walk in there and I feel like knowledge. It just smells like knowledge to me. Okay. So what this is showing us is, I guess I need to go to the top first and then scroll back down. Do it real quick. This is the Business for Home website. And this says top 500, the fastest growing direct sales companies in 2020 by percentage. So what they're doing is that they're looking at the revenue, showing us the difference, and then the revenue difference over here. And that's why I need to go down to the bottom because you're seeing a ton of them that are in the red, which is telling me you ain't growing. Look at this. I mean, direct sellers stopped being an MLM. So I guess I don't even know. I haven't looked on that. But look at this. ACN. I don't know all of these companies. I know a lot of them. But look at this. 96. Well, I guess we won't count them. NHT, 59%, down 59%, 38%, 33%, 25%, 24%. So what you mean that you're growing so much? Ambit Energy, which I did do a video on Ambit because that was related to the Texas winter storm. Ambit is an electricity MLM, and another one, Gritty is the one where everybody was getting really high bills, but we're also being hit now with high gas bills, which I have not looked in to see if any of the gas companies are MLM because I wouldn't be surprised, you know, just wouldn't be surprised. But look, all of this. So y'all are doing so well, doing so well. Look, Plexus is down. Unique is down. Tupperware is down. Avon is down. I mean, Monat, whatever. USANA, New Skin, down. Shackley, down. Whatever Celebrating Home is, I've seen it somewhere. LuLaRoe, down. Pure Romance, down. I mean, Pink Zebra, down. Party Light, down. Down. Oriflame, down. I mean, are y'all seeing this, right? So don't you think that's a problem when it's showing that they're not increasing? Now, some of them does show that they're increasing. But if this is such a great thing, then why are so many of them showing that it's going down? Mary Kay down just by 3%. But still, I mean, that translates into dollars, you know, that's going to be a butt ton of money. So how is it they're doing so well? Send out cards. Ruby Ribbon. I did a deep dive on Ruby Ribbon. That's the bra MLM. Jewelry and candles. I need to do that. Juice Plus, 2%. Noria, 2%. Vorwerk. I did a video on Thermomix, which is this contraption that you get, and you just basically you use their cookbooks. It's a big ass thing that it does everything that it could possibly do in the kitchen. I don't know who'd want a contraption like that, because I don't. Anyway, but it's also burned people, like burnt their skin off. So if you ever see my video about being the most dangerous MLM, that's the one I'm talking about, is Vorwerk. It Works Global down. Purium, I don't know what that is. Park Lane Jewelry, I've heard of that. But I find this very interesting. And now we are at 0%, so no growth. No growth. Okay. No growth. No growth. Huh. No growth. But they're going to tell you this is the best time to join. We'll see if we see Octavia. I don't know, Carrie, because I didn't look at this before I came on here. There's just so many. Scout and Cellar, which Scout and Cellar, that's a wine MLM. Boy, do those Hunbots love to come ham me. Oh, here's something else. I think I told my patrons about this, but I haven't told you guys. So the wine director where my husband works is leaving. And so my husband says that he's going to be the interim wine director. It's like, no, you're going to be the wine director. You're just not going to be called that right away, because he still wants to do the wine parties that he can do, the pairings and stuff. Because, you know, he gets tipped really well on that. There's a lot of stuff that he doesn't get tipped out on at all. But he really likes doing his cellar master work. Cellar master work is the organizing of where all the vintages are within the restaurant, which I want to say they probably have. Well, now they've sold some because of the pandemic, probably about 1,800 different vintages. So he, you know, manages all of that. So the Scout and Sellers love to come hate on it, you know. And then they, you know, like bitch at me because I mentioned that my husband's a somm. Yeah, he actually is like a real person in the wine industry, not somebody who is part of an MLM. What else is there? Let me see. Some of these, I mean, I haven't heard of all of these. It's just amazing to me how many of these things there are. And it's not as if Business for Home lists every single MLM, because you got to pay Ted to be a part of anything. You're paying Teddy boy. He's just ready right there. Hand out. Slap it down. Yeah, I'll run an article on you. Oh, look, write the article. I'll run it as long as you pay me like $15,000. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, it's just so slimy. So slimy. I'm looking for Octavia, but I haven't come across it. Uno, I did a video on Uno. Uno Premier is from the Philippines. I'm still looking for Octavia. Huh. Okay. Does somebody know if LG Household and Health, is that like the regular LG products that we see? Or is this different? That might be something that I'm going to need to look into. I don't know. But all of this is no growth. And I just find that so vastly entertaining. And this is supposed to be the top 500 that are having the. How are you having growth when I'm seeing zero? Lime Life by Alcone. There's just too many. There's too many of these things. And, you know, quite frankly, if these were just wiped off of this planet, I think the world would be a better place. But there's a lot of money tied into all of this, you know. There's money going all over the place. But that's why we need to, I just feel like we need to choke them out a little bit at a time. There's Kayani. Oh, look, no growth. But, hey, people are still talking about them. Hey there, Half Moon. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that you love my videos. And I haven't been putting up anything that you guys have been saying. I'm so sorry. I am not good at doing this multi thing. I'm working to get better at it. So I apologize. Still looking for Octavia. There's just way too many. How can all of these things be flipping MLMs? Why? Why? Still looking, not seeing it. You know, and I think that I'm pretty versed in the different names of all the MLMs. And I see so many where I'm like, holy crap, what is that? That's why I wish I had more time to go and look up and then put, content out for you guys, because I'm really curious about these. Now, if only they all, at the very least, did an income disclosure. Chalky and Company, oh, good night, because I did do one on a chalk MLM. Well, it's a DIY kind of calligraphy sort of a thing. Just learn how to do it yourself. I mean, Fox Life, I've been wanting to do one on that, but I haven't yet. Still looking for Octavia, sweetie. Still looking for it. Yes, they keep on creating more MLMs. The thing is that they are all just duplicates of each other. You know how that is a thing in MLM, just duplicate yourselves. That's what these people like at Enagic have done for these training platforms. They just duplicate what somebody else has been doing. That is when they get traction. And that all of these, when you start looking at like, oh, this person used to work over here and do that. And then you see it's like there's all this, like this incestuous connection with each other in all these companies. It is really twisted and demented, in my opinion. Do you beg? Oh my gosh. And, I swear, I think sometimes they sit around and they come up with the weirdest names just to see if people are going to join. I mean, why wouldn't you? I would. Bantel Pearls, I've done that. That's so janky. So janky. Thrive Life. Oh my gosh. Oh, where's Wakaya Perfection? Sanitary napkin MLM. Yep. Oh my God. So yeah, I still haven't seen Octavia. But y'all are getting the picture, right? Look at this, Market America. Oh, and I've done last week, I think, I did a couple on Market America. I mean, J.R. Rittinger, he is a nut. The things that he has done on stage, I mean, highly entertaining in terms of, I can't believe the man gets up and does this stuff. But people just like follow what he is saying, and they are all into, well, no, we're not an MLM. It's an unfranchised business. We're UFOs. Really? I mean, somebody came up with the acronym UFO and you're okay with that? Don't you think they might be kind of making fun of all of it? I mean, kind of weird. Osborne Books, Cutco. I'm still not seeing it. My God, there's just so many. Just so many. Paparazzi. Yeah, no, that stuff is so beautiful. I'm going to do Organa Gold eventually. Oh my God, you guys are so many. Team Beachbody. What, you can't even do it right and spell it, Beachbody together. Zero growth. But yet, this is the best time to join. Best time to join. Who's going to believe that? Hooey. Origami Al, 31 Gifts, Love Bell, Pampered Chef, Stella and Dot. Oh my God, Young Living. I mean, okay, now we're seeing some with a little bit of growth. A little bit of growth. Okay, I'm going to go up to the very top. Oh, there's the I Am Mastery Academy, and that has gotten some really bad things have come out about that. Okay, I do want to do a C. That is just such a weird one. There's so many that are so weird. Liking that, I've done that one. Scentsy. Somebody asked me today, is Scentsy an MLM? Yes, baby doll, Scentsy's an MLM, but I sent them over to Beth, Queen of Spade. I'm like, she's a former Scentsy gal. So, if you want to know about Scentsy, Beth has it. The Modern Nature was Monet. Oh, yeah, I know. I didn't either until recently. Yeah. Did a reaction video to social media post, and the Hun called it Modern Nature. Oh, yeah. Yes. Any way that they can, Laura, any way they can kind of like misdirect and confuse, they will, because they're really trying to not call attention to what they actually are. That's the thing that's so funny. It's like they're trying to pretend like there's something that they're not, like they're legit. And in my book, they're not. We did get those stimulus checks. Yes, we did. But that doesn't mean we need to go and spend them on this stuff. But there have been people that have. Oh, Alouette Cosmetics. Haven't done that. doTERRA. That's just such a lovely one. There's just so flipping many. Primerica. Oh, I have some stuff to do on Primerica. It's just like a crapshoot. Plunder Design. I've done stuff on Plunder. Yeah. Melanloca. And, what gets me with the Plunder Design people, or with the Ring Bombs, or the Vantel Pearl Pops, or whatever, it's like, these women have a ton of this jewelry that's not that pretty. They're like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's typically very gaudy, and I just don't think so. You are being silly. I just, it's hard for me to sometimes tell when y'all are being silly. I get just too serious. Arbonne. Fun Stamper's Journey. WTF. What the hell? And this is not all of them, guys. That's the thing that kills me. Success Factory. Yeah, that is Success Factory has Dagcoin. It is a cryptocurrency MLM. Atlas and Beyond. Six Sigma trade. Now, is that related to, is anybody in here Six Sigma trained? Because there's like the Agile, and there's Six Sigma of how to streamline things, and, corporations. I don't know. I hope that's not related to that kind of training. That would really be very, very sad. But, I have to bite my tongue, because sometimes a manager will have a quote, and it might be from say Dale Carnegie, or from some of these people that I know have a connection to personal development and MLM. And I'm just like, it's like, okay, Alonda, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. So I just keep my mouth shut, because not everybody is aware of this stuff. We are all aware because we've either been involved in it, or we know someone who's been involved in it, and we are educating ourselves. But the rest of the world doesn't really know. This is a very small little niche. Not that big. We're little baby niche. Little teeny tiny. Genius Hemp. Oh, good gravy. It's just craziness. Hemp Smart. Oh, that sounds great. Pharmacy. Get some Pharmacy makeup. The Happy Company. Oh, good Lord. Hemp, man, they're really going with this hemp thing, aren't they? Balantas. I mean, there's always these ones. I don't even know how to say some of these names. Healy World. That's one that I want to do about. I want to do something on that one too. Okay. Crowd One keeps on being up there, and a lot of stuff that I see over here on this site. It's just really interesting, Okay. That's what I have for you. So did I give you all of the things that, yeah, I did. I really do need to practice what I'm going to be saying on Saturday. I have, slides done, and I know my story, but I'm really nervous about being live, in a conference type setting because everybody else on my panel other than me are attorneys. And it's like, okay, and here I am, hi, this is what I've been through. But I'm going to be the one, because I'm talking about MLMs, trying to silence you. I'm not getting the exact name of the panel correct, but basically, what they try to do to silence you. And I've been through the privacy, through the copyright, through the cease and desist, trying to do a slap lawsuit, trying to, anything to silence me, the mob attacks, the disparaging comments, being called Karen. People love to call me Karen, thanks, Karen. And it's like, really? That's what you got? Or they will talk about the way I look, call me fat, say that I really need to do research. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just all kinds of things. And it's like, wow, I guess no one taught you if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But when your argument is just to attack the individual, I think that's a problem. I think that's a big old problem. There's lots of things that we can point to why we don't like the structure of these companies. And one of the biggest things is it's because they're cults. It's a big ass mother effing cult. And then just little, all these little fragments, because they're all teaching the same crap. And they're highly destructive, and many people are being harmed from them. Oh, Carrie, thank you. You think I'm going to be amazing? I hope I am. But I'm going to tell my story about, Darren and Mike. I'm going to put on screen the TV Darren and Mike, since they are so offended and they're so sensitive, that I show their faces. Don't want them to be, all scared of little old me. And talk about, what I went through, and then the ACE initiative coming after me. Then here's the kicker. I'll tell you guys, fast forward to the, yes, ad hominem is a fallacious argument. And that's all they do. For the most part, that's all they do. It's like, and I'm not going to go back and forth with these people. It's like, I cannot waste my time with that, because that's just going in circles. And it's like, I've got real stuff to do. So if you want to come over here and just be a jankhole, I don't got time for you. You're not going to come over here and just poop in my backyard and think it's okay. No, get out of here. Go sit down. Exactly. They have no way to refute. Exactly. So here's the thing. And this was after I received 2 different cease and desists with groups of people connected to Enagic, that water filtration thing that was originated in Japan. Got an email. How much will it cost for you to take down a video? Someone really asked me that. I didn't respond because I can't be bought like that. It's not about the money I make, because from AdSense, please. It's not that much. Some people for some reason think that if you're on YouTube that you're just doing it full time and that you're like making bank. It's not the case. I can assure you I'm not making bank doing YouTube. But it's like, really, somebody, I guess if you are corrupt yourself, you're going to expect other people to be corrupt also and be willing to be bought, because they've probably been bought, is my guess. Yeah, Lawrence, that happened. It really, really happened. How much? How much? I'm not going to be bought to be silenced. It's not about pay me off so I don't talk about it. It's more like, oh, you want to pay me off? Now I want to go dig into why. What are you hiding? Why do you think that I should be silenced? Because obviously there's something wrong if you want to just shut me the F up, That's why I started digging into Darren and Mike. Is like when I started getting all these attacks, I'm like, I'm just going to go find more. And I found so much more dirt. It's really that simple. If they just would let us do our thing and not worry about it, then that's why I think Ray Higdon doing his little anti-MLM thing, like we hate everyone because it's not the truth. And like, oh, we're so miserable and unhappy. That's something that John and Nadia Melton said. Crazy folks saying that, we just basically want to piss on everybody's sunshine. No, we just don't want people to be taken advantage of. We don't want people to lose time and money the way that we did. It's just that simple, just that simple. Okay, guys. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll be able to practice. Now, here's the thing. I could practice first thing in the morning, but don't know about you, but myself, when I get up, I get myself, together of some sort. Well, I put on makeup usually because I think like if I have time to film something, if I have a script written, I need to be kind of ready, even though I look like a mess right now. But, some days you just do look like a mess and I just really don't care. And after I do that, because I'm listening to the news too, then I take Chalupa and Tamale Wally Doodle out. And after that, I get my coffee and then I come over here and I sit down. I have some time before I need to go to work. My big commute is I go from one laptop to a different laptop and all of a sudden I'm at work. And I don't feel like just practicing right then. It's like I've got to get kind of into my groove. And then if my husband is here, because my studio right now is right in the middle of the apartment, I feel uncomfortable sometimes filming stuff when he's here because it just feels weird. So I'm looking forward to when we're in the house that I'm going to have a new studio, which I've got to do a mood board on that and figure out what the hell I'm going to do and how I'm going to put things together. Don't know about any of that, but there's a couple of friends of ours work at NASA and they have like these amazing like computer setups at home. They're going to help me out with, how to set things up. And they say that, you don't have to spend a lot of money to do it, which is great because there's not a lot of budget for that stuff. But I'm looking forward to being able to have doors so that I don't feel like I'm just on display. Like this afternoon, I was in the middle of a meeting. It wasn't my time to speak yet. And my husband came home in between shifts. And he's like and over here is where the kitchen is. And he's over there using the microwave, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, the meeting's going on and people are talking about stuff and I'm on mute. And I'm like, sweetie pie, I'm going to be saying something pretty soon because I didn't know how long he's going to be there. And so then I have to warn him that he has to get out of here so that I could do my little presentation thing. Really looking forward to not having to do that. I like this space in a way, but we never really settled in here because 2 months into being here is when we found out that we're going to get custody of the boys. So a lot of things are still in boxes. Okay. Well, I feel like I've vented. I hope you guys enjoyed my venting and sharing with you more proof that these companies aren't doing as well as they want people to think they are, It's all smoke and mirrors. It's the shell game. We confuse them. Squirrel. And we put their attention over there. Why do you think they have all these huge dog and pony shows, these big events with everything? It's to confuse people, That's really what it's for, in my opinion. Well, I want to say thank you so much for hopping on here. This was just so spontaneous. I appreciate it. And I'm going to go and relax a bit. And tomorrow is another day. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day or your night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you for being part of my community. Thank you for interacting with me. Thank you for watching me in a live stream. Thank you for watching my videos and supporting me. I mean, you guys, it means so much. Thank you. And hopefully I'll be able to do the practice thing tomorrow because I really do need to practice, but I feel uncomfortable practicing. I don't know why. Anyway, I will talk to you later and remember you're beautiful and I love you. Night.